Hello, this is the second part of the tutorial in which we're going to explain what happens if you want to go to Android. So in fact, we have decided not to make it not to make the code work on Android directly from zero, because then you will download our package, you will hit play, and nothing would happen. It won't work because of the file reference. Sometimes happens with some packages. You download them and then you see in the small letter that say it only works on Android. So in this case, we wanted to make something that works on the editor mode, as you can see here, with any kind of problem. Okay, so this works perfectly here. And then in this tutorial, we're going to explain you how to adapt the code to Android. So you just have to go to load gallery.cs, and then you will have this comment here that is the starting point to build this package for Android. So you have to change this application data path, okay, for the application persistent data path. Okay, that's the main important point. Then if this is not working for you, because on the Android and then iPhones work with a different structure, you can say storage, okay, I think is SD card, okay, and this I have tested this here, okay, and this is working on my device. So you can use this as the reference instead of this application persistent path. Okay, you have also to remember to open your in plugins Android and go to Android manifest and change inside of this. You have to change the line of external storage in order to be able to add those permissions. So once we have changed our directory, you will have to also create the structure, the folders. Okay, so as you can see, what we are doing is referring to this or to this initial path, and then we add our string path here. So in fact, you will have to go to gallery, and here, instead of this thing, as you can see, this is the thing we are using for the editor mode, you have to change this for just these lines here, stereo single or whatever you want, and then you will have to try to respect the folder structure that we have used here. Stereo images, left, right, stereo single. So this is the main folder structure you will need to set on your device. So for example, if this C local disk were my SD card, okay, so for example, I'm just going to do it here. So I'm going to create a folder that is the card. So imagine we have this as my SD card, and here I'm going to create the folder structure. So I'm going to say stereo images, okay, and then inside I'm going to create the left, then I'm going to create the right, and finally the stereo single. Okay, so in fact, once you create these drives, these folders in your drive, sorry, you will be able to copy your images there. Okay, so that's the idea. In this folder, we're going to put the stereo images. Okay, so for example, you can go and say this one here, there's the one I used in my program. You can go and say we want to save it as, and then we go to our SDK. Okay, stereo images, stereo single, and this is the place where I'm going to store that. Okay, so this is pretty much it. I hope it is clear enough to adapt the code to Android. As I repeat, as I said at the beginning of this tutorial, we wanted to make things as simple and efficient as possible, and that's why we designed this cardboard application for the editor mode first, but then we gave you the tools in order to adapt it to Android. Thanks very much.